that you're looking at, and the pictures of me right here, and everything else. And you know, I want to give a shout out to my family at Connected Video 215, World P, No Hula, Eric, Quinn, Big Roll. Am I forgetting anybody? Just shout out to everybody for getting me to this point where I'm at now. Um, Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to Myra Wit Da Scoop YouTube channel. Also check out Facebook and Instagram. Myra Wit Da Scoop is Myra Wit Da Scoop, not with the. So it's Wit the WITDA Scoop. Um, so be on the lookout for new shows and everything like that. I haven't exactly decided the day yet because this is just like but we getting there, and hopefully you'll enjoy the show and you'll subscribe and comment and like and everything like that. So make sure you like and subscribe and you leave me comments so I can critique and what's going on there. With that being said, let's get into the first story. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is like a little catch up is on Kim and Kanye divorce. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know they're getting divorced. It's been kind of a little while in the making. So reportedly Kanye had like 500 pairs of sneakers that he packed up from the house. So neither is really saying anything about it, but it's getting really heated and it's getting really like coming to an end. Also, what's coming to an end is Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Thank you. I ain't really like that show. I don't know how many of you watch it, but yeah, that show is coming to an end. The last episode, I think, is going to be aired sometime in March. So I think they waiting until the last episode airs until they actually file to make it everything seem like a finale and a smooth, transition or whatever. So hopefully everything works out for them and for the kids and everything like that. So another thing that was added to the divorce rumors was something in regards to a rumor that Kanye was supposed to be messing with Jeffree Star. Y'all know who Jeffree Star is. There's a picture of Jeffree Star. But I don't think so. Jeffree Star denied it. Kanye denied it, of course. So I'm pretty sure it's not true. The next story we're going to get into is something that everybody was talking about that recently, happened. It's the Capitol riots. Yeah, that was like a real surprise for everybody. And we was like, really? So they stole stuff from Nancy Pelosi's office, among other stuff, like all the damage and chaos that Trump incited when he gave that speech that he did earlier that day. Some people were prosecuted, others haven't. Of course, we know that. But we still hope that in some way, shape, or form, justice will prevail. But there was a video. There have been numerous videos, and also a Facebook page that was dedicated to them because they got most of the people that went to the Capitol riot got put on a no-fly list. So after they, had their little fun at the riot, damage and stuff, they tried to get back on the airplane. They couldn't get back on the airplane. And if you didn't see it, it was plenty of Facebook posts and Facebook videos showing them crying and everything else as they was getting put off the plane and stuff like that. Some of they was getting arrested and they was showing up at their house. But I mean, what did you expect? You caused damage, you vandalized stuff, vandalized public property. So what did you expect? So which leads to the Trump impeachment trial that's going on now. So this is his second impeachment trial. And normally I really would not talk about him. I haven't talked about him since I think he's been in office since even before when I was doing a radio show. So he really made me not like politics a lot. But now since he's going out, I feel a little confident in being able to talk about it again. So his testimony and evidence that's being presented has been great. The opening opening arguments, especially Representative Joe Neguse. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right because this opening argument was wonderful. He based it on three things, which was the provocation, the attack, and the harm that was created in the Capitol riots. So if you watched it, it was awesome. But now as you can see, to speed up things. Like at this point in time, they done found him not guilty, which to me is like I don't understand. But I guess if they found him not guilty, because they would have had to admit that they was complicit in some of the stuff that he was doing. Just my opinion, but anyway, um, all of them should have been charged. You know what I mean, with sedition and treason, in my opinion. But we'll see what the outcome is and how many people eventually still get charged down the line, and what other charges they decide to bring, or what new laws they decide to reenact because of this. Which I'm sure they probably will. And as it's still coming out, like some people from the FBI, from what they saying, have been involved. Some people that was Capitol Police have been involved. So it's just like real sad. Another story that we're gonna talk about, which I'm sure everybody has heard, is about Gorilla Glue Girl. So her name is Tessica Brown, and what she did was she took some Gorilla Glue, and she said she did it because she was going to the beauty supply store, and she did it as of until I get back from the beauty supply store. She took the Gorilla Glue and she sprayed it in her hair, and went to the store, did whatever she had to do. When she came back, she thought she was going to be able to wash it out, but what happened was she couldn't wash it out. So what she ended up having to do is go to a doctor. She said she tried to wash it out like a number of times, but she ended up having to go to this doctor in Beverly Hills named Dr. Michael Ovey. Ended up soliciting her his services and telling her that he would do the service for free. He created a concoction that he made from surgical adhesive remover. I think he said a little bit of acetone, like olive oil and stuff like that, and mixed it all together. So he's a plastic surgeon, but he also has a chemistry background. So that helped him in being able to, put the compound together to be able to remove it from her hair. It took a number of hours. And she did lose a lot of her hair, but she also kept a lot of her hair, which was I was really surprised about. I really thought that the only solution for her to even get the stuff off of her hair would be for her to shave her hair off. Like, honestly, that was my whole, you know what I mean? I just thought like she wouldn't be able, but from what she said, even when she tried to do that, because she said she tried to shave her bald. When she tried to shave her bald, the clippers wouldn't even get up under the hair to shave it off. Because if you know how clippers work, they lift and then they cut. Well, anyway. So she said she couldn't even do that. But I'm glad she did get it out. And there has been another person that has ridiculously tried the same thing and put glue in their hair, and now they can't get it out. It's also a guy that actually glued a cup to his lip with the Gorilla Glue to actually see if it worked. I guess in an attempt to, I don't know, prove her wrong, say she was wrong or whatever, but that's stupid. Please stop doing it, okay? It's a phrase that I use all the time, and I'm gonna continuously use it. Oh, shout out Fats Classic. I need them shirts, because I'm gonna need 7 shirts that say this particular phrase, Fats. Common sense is not common, because it's not. Because people do stuff all the time, every day, that's like, why would you do that? That's just, but anyway, I'm glad she got it out, and I hope and pray that nobody else, for publicity, for convenience, or whatever, tries anything like that. It's just, I don't know, but initially she used this roof off to try to cut her actual ponytail, because when she told the doctor, her ponytail was like a long stick. That's how stuck it was. It was like a stick, so she had to sleep with the stick in the back of her head. So it's a hairdresser in New York that actually admits that he uses, that's part of the reason why his weaves don't come out and stuff like that, because he uses like the crazy glue, pin Gorilla Glue to glue his weaves in. So that's just, it just all reminds me of why warning labels have things on them like like the iron, the warning label for the iron. If you pay attention to any iron that you have and you look at the warning label, one of the things on there says, please do not iron while clothes are on body. That's because someone has tried it before. Most warning labels and stuff that's on warning labels are from things that people have tried before. And that's why they are warning labels now. So, I hate to say it, the warning label is the example of how people fucked up before. So, I mean, that's just how I see it. But so stuff like do not use near open flame, do not ingest, not safe around kids. That's why. That's why. So I just hope, like I said again, nobody else tries this. And she was meeting with lawyers, I think, to see if she had a lawsuit. I don't think she does. She had a GoFundMe page. She since, from what I understand, donated the money to people who, I can't remember the exact name of the fund, but it's something in regards to people who have difficulties or like disabilities that have problems and stuff like that. So that was really a good thing to do. But please don't glue nothing else to your skin. Nobody, please don't glue stuff to your skin. Don't at all, because it's not healthy. It's not. No. So, talking about running off. The next story we're going to get into is Offset has been sued for losing a Bentley. How you lose a Bentley? But anyway, the place he leased the Bentley from is called Platinum Transportation Group, and he rented it in May of 2020. So he kept pushing the rental period back farther and farther, and a new deal was struck in July, so he could keep the car even longer. But after July 4th, he told the company he didn't know where the car was and he didn't have it or didn't know who had it. So now they're suing him, and they've also filed charges against him because after July 25th, when the lease was up, he stopped making the payments. So he basically just like disregarded them, like, still, I'm not gonna make the payments regardless of whatever. Y'all just lost your car. It don't matter. So they filed like I said, the company filed a police report, and they plan to, I guess, try to find a vehicle or something like that. I would think something like that would have a LoJack in it or something, or like GPS or something to figure out where exactly the car is. Like, how do you lose a Bentley? That's just crazy. So, like I said, they suing him, and the basis of the lawsuit is that it wasn't available for rental for other people. So, but, and 2 months before that, Craig had just bought him a Lambo. So I'm just trying to figure out like why he needed to. The Bentley was necessary, or oh well, I guess whatever. Rihanna has decided, her Fenty labels decided to close down. Not the makeup and not the Savage Fenty line, but her clothing line of the Fenty brand. Savage Fenty lingerie and Fenty skin will continue. But it's the ready-to-wear clothes, like I said, that's going to be put on hold until pending better conditions. Clothing line really probably hasn't been making any money. The lingerie and the makeup really has been doing good. As far as like the Savage Fenty stuff, I know that's really been doing some angles up on the website a couple of times. So, but fashion analyst said the pricing was too high for the target audience that she was trying to get into, or for most of her fan base. So, they decided to put it on hold until things that come up. But her fans are still complaining because he had no new music for Rihanna since 2016. Her last album was the Inside album. So hopefully, maybe she'll do some new music. I don't know, because every time people ask her about it, she like, no, forget y'all, and she tell them she'll disregard the music comments with, go buy some makeup. So I don't know. I don't think we might not be getting no more music from Rihanna. We'll see. The next thing we're going to talk about is Air Obama. So Nike designed a sneaker in honor of President Obama, and it went on auction at Sotheby's. It was supposed to start the auction at 4:44 on last Friday. 4:44, right. The auction was set to start at $25,000, but it was taken down by the person or the company that provided them, and they wouldn't disclose the person's identity. Is one of the only 2 pairs in existence, and they white sneakers. It's crazy because if you see him, like, you know, he played basketball, you know he loved basketball, but they're white sneakers with a signature Nike swoosh, and it's dark blue detailing with the numbers 44 and blue and red stitching, and are embroidered inside, and they got the presidential logo on the tongue flap, and graphics include the bald eagle and 1776 on the insole. So that's crazy. There's only like the second pair of, there's only 2 pair ever in existence, and he got the other pair. Who knows who this other person was? Who this other person is that has the other pair. And they actually tried to get in contact with Obama to talk to him in regards to the sneakers, and he wouldn't comment. So he probably didn't want to tell them who the other person was. So they called Nike. They had actually a pair of Nike Hyperdunks that they, customized for him. So they didn't go to auction. I just wonder how much those sneakers would be worth, or how much they actually would have went up for auction for. I mean, Obama he's very, I ain't gonna say pretty popular, he's very popular. So I'm pretty sure, a pair of Air Obamas would have went for a nice little thing. But that's nice. Let's see. I wonder how much other stuff he had privatized for him by Nike or whoever, like, just because he plays basketball or does whatever. That's something to think about. I gotta check out and see what else he got. So I know y'all heard about Lil Uzi Vert, but if y'all haven't, recently he got a $24 million pink diamond embedded in his forehead. So it's a surface piercing. It looks like it's like an upside down staple. The needle pierces the skin, and it makes a 90-degree turn and emerges an inch or so from where it entered, and that's how you make the piercing. He said he got it because he got all sorts of chains and everything else, and I guess it was just something interesting for him to do, or something interesting for him to get. He'd been paying on the diamond for a while, but he had the diamond for a while, and he just decided what he wanted to do with it. So I don't know if you noticed, other people have piercings, like Cardi has the lariat piercings, which are the piercings that are right here on her neck. I think they're kind of, they alright. I kind of consider them for something, but it depends. Like, my biggest thing to worry about would be infection under the skin or something like that. So it's the jeweler in New York that did it is the same jeweler that did a piercing for Young Thug. I think he had a diamond implanted on his face, but he ended up losing it. So, and that would be my biggest fear, like losing something like that, or it falling, or so. The person that did it, the jeweler that did it, said that it's just as safe as any other piercing that they might have or whatever, but I don't know. It just seems like it's a lot. It's a lot more. I would be really scared of infection. Really scared of infection. I guess that's gonna do it for wrap it up for our Myra Wit Da Scoop